I'm close to wrapping up the bathroom project and was thinking of the next area I'd like to tackle. So there's this spot in our living room that has really high ceilings, windows hitting the ceiling, and then this big block of I don't know what. So when I first moved in, I was thinking maybe, it could be a fireplace, and we're not really fireplace people. We had a fireplace at our last home, and maybe use it a couple times out of the year. So it didn't make sense to do that here. So then I thought maybe I could build one of those storage units with the IKEA benches along the bottom, and then do the slat wood pieces along the top, maybe widen the space between those two sconces, and then add larger rectangular mirrors just to provide the illusion of, windows, since there's really not much of the outer world we can see from here. But then I came across this really cute fireplace imagery, and I was like, ooh, I'd really love to have that. So I think maybe I found a good compromise where we'll start with a fireplace, up top, and then have like a seating hearth at the bottom here. I was worried about the width of it, and I still am kind of wary about it, but it might end up being a cool feature with, how wide it is. Been going back and forth on whether or not to thicken the sections. So we'll give that a little bit more thought here, because that is honestly a lot of space. And what I plan to do in the middle there is basically have some brick texture with candles, because it's going to be more of an ornamental fireplace, not so much functional, so decorative fireplace. But before I do all that, I need to see if there's anything even that's behind here that, when this was built, they're trying to hide, or if that's even feasible. So I'll take a look back there first, and if it looks like we can do something about it, then I will try and do my best to create a space out of here. With the fireplace, again, I'll plan to keep the same height and everything, but been going back and forth on whether or not there's a need to widen those sconces. I feel like it still should be wider than that. It's a little bit narrow, so I might still move that, and maybe even place it a little bit higher just to give space for a more updated sconce look. I feel like I still want to do the slat wall. I'm not sure how the themes might fit, if it's going to be modern hitting, traditional, and just not having a good blend. But the slat wall before was going to be more of a natural wood brown tone, but now that I'm looking at this potential fireplace, I may end up doing black slats instead, which will tie in better to a lot of the, black pieces I have around the house. But let me know, and then I'll plan to have curtains on the side here, sheer curtains on the side, because again, non-functional, but hopefully very pretty. But interested in hearing what everybody thinks about this and how this might work and what you might do, because I've really struggled with this space, and I hate how it's not like a smooth curved, it's just so angular. So my goal is to hide as much of that as possible. But hopefully once it's done, it looks like what it should look like in my head. Still vague, but better hopefully than what it looks like in my head.